going, ladies and gents? Broken Focus back here with episode 13 of The Lot. And my God, have we got a show lined up for you tonight. We got a great guest in studio tonight. But as always, if you're first time joining us, The Lot is all about trying to get people playing along at home. We started this show when everyone was in lockdown, and we just wanted something that the players could play along with at home. So we're going to start with a song to loosen everybody up. It's an old song, Scottish song in D. We picked the Scottish song because our guest tonight has a lot of Scottish heritage, and we picked a song about whiskey because our guest enjoys an old whiskey every now and then. And as do we. Every good night starts and finishes with whiskey. Fair play. Cheers.
Cheers.
So here we go. We're going to start out with this. This is called Nancy Whiskey in D. Play along with us here. We'll get limber. Bindi says earlier on, she says, will you give me a nod when to come in? I says, you'll know. You'll know. How are you doing, Bindi?
In song form.
It is delightful to have you here. Thank you so much for coming in.
I'm very honoured to be here.
Well, you're more than welcome. You're more than welcome to be here. And we want to thank you, I guess, myself and Ben, for all of this music you sent into us over the few weeks where nobody could see anybody or get out of the house. So
yeah, Benny was straight onto it, gave us a whole bunch of sets, and it was awesome. Really helped flesh out our show, and
I think,
and now here she is.
So she featured on episode 1, episode 3, and episode 6. We're probably going to revise some of those tunes tonight. And as always, we got Caroline here at the helm as well, doing her producing duties. And we got a couple of guests in studio. We got Bindi's other half, Chris, and our good friend Mel. How you doing, Mel? Thanks for coming over. accordion and all things windy and buttony enthusiast. So, yeah, we took the week off there last week in order to prepare. How do you feel, Ben?
What? Are you speaking to me?
Yeah.
Yeah, good. No, I actually feel very refreshed. It was good. It was, it was a lovely week off. To me, I'm sorry for anybody that missed it, but
Yes,
you're
and
in
we
for a
missed you
treat
guys,
anyway,
but
so-
yeah.
It just the work was building up, and we didn't want to deliver you any more rubbish than we have to. You know?
That's really nicely worded.
No, but what I mean.
That's great.
We wanted to give you our best as we could. We felt like we wouldn't be able to if we didn't take that week off. So yeah.
Savage.
Recharge batteries.
Mindy's got a lot of love coming in on
Oh.
Facebook already.
Oh, that's great. She hasn't even played a note. That's great. So let's start off with a set of jigs, Mindy. How do you feel about this set here? Yeah.
I think this was on our first show, wasn't it?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
This is
Okay.
the first set that we
14
featured,
weeks
so-
later, here we are.
Here we
Yeah,
are.
in person. All right, we'll follow you. right. So that first one was called Andy DeJarlis, and the second one was the Lilting Banshee, and then the third one was Haste to the Wedding. I should have said that before we started playing.
It's good to start an Irish tune, like the tune show off with first of all a Scottish song and then one written by a Dutchman.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
Is that right? Oh,
Yeah,
I didn't know
yeah.
that.
Andy DeJarlis.
Yeah.
Savage.
I'm pretty sure, yeah.
You learn something new every day.
Every couple of days. So, so Billy's brought in some trinkets with her here, some good luck charms. This little concertina man up the front.
We'll maybe give him a close up later on.
Yeah. And I love the paper punt,
The
one
pound.
punt. That's brilliant.
It's for good luck.
It's, my good luck pound and my lucky sailor.
And I don't know if you can tell, it's probably out of shot here.
Oh, yeah, it's just in there. We'll give him a good close up later on, maybe. Yeah.
Even more importantly, out of shot is our sponsor, Biscuits. Tonight we went with coconut
They go,
creams.
is that a breach of contract?
We went with the coconut creams today, folks. The reason why is because if you stick two together, it kind of looks like a concertina. So that's the fact there.
I don't think mine tastes the same though. I haven't tried.
Have you ever tried to munch on a concertina?
Yeah.
That'd be an expensive biscuit, I tell you that.
I'm a vegetarian anyway. I can't eat it.
So we're going to plow on with a set of waltzes. You were when we were practicing these the other day, you were saying that you used to play the first one. The first one's called Sunday as well, which is written by a contemporary tune writer. Her name is
Kathleen McGowan.
Kathleen McGowan.
She's a concertina player.
Yeah.
Irish concertina player.
And you used to just play it on its own as a tune on its own, and
That's
then
right.
one evening we were down in JB O'Reilly's, and
That's right.
old Bob Singer came in. He was passing through.
Yeah.
Some people might remember Bob from the sessions from years ago, and then he moved to Ireland. But he was passing through, and he came to one of the sessions JB's, and you finished playing Sunday as well, and he played you another tune that he knows to kind of go after it, and
Yeah.
then this set kind of came to life.
Yeah, that's right. And I actually, when he finished playing it, I asked him what the name of the tune was because it was so lovely. I wanted to learn it, and the room was really, really noisy. And I thought he had said to me it was the beautiful Goldfish.
Goldfish.
Yeah. And I thought, what an odd name for a tune. But
Mm.
as it turns out, it's actually the beautiful Goldfinch.
Goldfinch.
Yeah, well, I call it the Goldfish now.
I've long been an admirer of the handsomeness of a fine goldfish.
The humble goldfish. All right. Well, before we set people on the wrong track, it is Goldfinch,
Goldfish.
Yes, absolutely.
which, of course, as we know, don't try and submerge one; they won't go too well.
Yeah, and nor try to make a goldfish fly.
Here we go. A couple of waltzes for you. Take it away, Vindy.
Thank
I love goldfish.
Oh, that's great. So how do you feel?
Yeah, getting into it now.
That was great.
My heart's still in my mouth, but I'll get there.
Both of those tunes are just so charming, just equally charming, you know. I was
Yeah,
happy enough.
we had a great time arranging them. Like it was, there was, we had such a ball, like figuring out all the different squangos you could play with the old mates, you know.
Oh my God, yes.
And I'll leave the talking to Derek.
Oh, you're flying, man. Speaking of spangles, get this dinosaur out of here.
Yeah, we were sitting down before just getting all the set ready because it's funny for us because when we play gigs, there's no plan whatsoever.
Go away.
And they go quite well, you know. But like, yeah, I guess we've been trying to put a bit more effort into these shows so they run smoothly. But I said
Progress.
before we went out to the green room, aka my kitchen, I was like, I haven't actually worked out what instruments I'm playing on any of these.
So bring them all.
And so yeah, on this one,
Oh.
I'd had a fantastic idea, I was like, Derek, you should play banjo, and Bindi, you should play concertina, and then that was
You're telling everyone else what to do.
that was last week, and then I sat down, just this afternoon, well, not half an hour ago, and thought, what am I going to play? So I'm just going to figure it out as we go along.
Make it up as you go.
Well, I'm glad we know what we're playing.
Yeah, that's the most important thing.
So we're going to do an old Dublin street ballad. Bindi spent quite a bit of time in Dublin when you went to Ireland, didn't you? You went over there.
I was there for 3 years.
3 years, yeah.
I was in college there. Yeah.
So we're going to. Oh yeah, for anyone who's not doesn't know this as well, after the show tonight, we're going to be doing a bit of an after show where we'll actually get a chance to chat to Bindi and find out more about her and her musical influences and stuff like that. So if you have any questions, obviously by all means send them into Caroline there, but we will be having a chat afterwards for anyone who wants to hang around for that. But this is the old Dublin street ballad. It's called Molly Malone. It normally just has 3 verses, and I learned 2 more off our good friend John Batista, who's now living over in Bristol. So we're going to send this song out to
It was
him.
when we were playing out at the old folks home, for Roisin and Maddie,
that's right,
and you were singing all these verses, and there was something like a really old person there that knew all these verses as well, not just the regular 3.
They knew them.
They were singing along to the old
That's
spare
deadly.
ones, yeah.
Because I'd never heard it before. Alright, here we go. Here's a poor old Molly Malone. In Dublin's fair city, where the girls are so pretty, I first set my eyes on sweet Molly Malone, as she wheeled her wheelbarrow to the streets broad and narrow, crying cockles and mussels, alive, alive, oh, alive, alive, oh, alive, alive, oh, crying cockles and mussels, alive, alive, oh. She was a fishmonger, and church was no wonder, for so were her father and her mother before, and they both wheeled their barrows to the streets broad and narrow, crying cockles and mussels, alive, alive, oh, alive, alive, oh, alive, alive, oh, crying cockles and mussels, alive, alive, oh. She was dainty and lissom, with a smile shy and winsome, and about her hung the fragrance of salmon and roe, and she wheeled her wheelbarrow to the streets broad and narrow, crying cockles and mussels, alive, alive, oh, alive, alive, oh, alive, alive, oh, crying cockles and mussels, alive, alive, oh. All the lads would come courting make me bed nice and narrow, and mix me cockles and mussels. Alive, alive, oh, alive, alive, oh, alive, alive, oh, crying cockles and mussels. Alive, alive, oh. Stand first, come on up now. She died of a fever, and no one could save her, and that was the end of sweet Molly Malone. Now her ghost wheels her barrow through the streets broad and narrow, crying cockles and mussels. Alive, alive, oh, alive, alive, oh, alive, alive, oh, crying cockles and mussels. Alive, alive, oh, alive, alive, oh, alive, alive, oh, crying cockles and mussels. Alive, alive, oh. Lovely
That's
stuff.
nice.
That was
Nope,
great.
figured out something to do in the end.
You found it. Oh, fair play. That was lovely.
Kind of fitting for this place, isn't it?
Sorry?
The last song's kind of fitting for this house.
Oh yeah. Say no more. That's for the after show.
That was beautiful, Bindi. Thanks for playing along with that. So we were asking Bindi like for favourite songs or songs she likes to play along with. You're saying you don't play along with heaps of them.
Not
Well, we were trying to imagine like something that we could do that really bring out the haunting element of the concertina, you know, that you don't always hear. So but I don't know if that delivered, but when we hear it back, we'll see.
I
So
was haunted.
we're going to plough into a set of reels now. So what do we know about these reels? Oh, the controversial one in the middle. So the first one's called The Drunken Landlady. We can all agree on that.
Yes.
All right?
Yep.
Nobody's going to fall out over that.
Nope.
The last one is called The Red-Haired Lass.
That's
Fair
right.
enough.
Hang on a sec.
Uh-oh.
Darling,
What?
he had a different name for it.
For The Red-Haired Lass?
Remember that? He gave us a set and he had a different name for it.
That's right, he did.
So this is quite a controversial
Oh my
set
God, we
in
will
name
fall out
terms.
over it, so.
It's so funny, but they like to everybody else, they're just like, they all sound the same. Play the other one. As Sean Burns says.
Well, the one in the middle was the one that we kind of was really brought to our attention, which is you learnt it as Rolling the Ryegrass.
I originally learnt it as Rolling the Ryegrass. Yeah.
But some people know it as
Shannon
the
Breeze.
Shannon Breeze.
Yeah.
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 So whatever you know it as, we're going to be playing
Either
it.
or.
So yeah, here's three lovely reels coming up here. In your own time. Huh? Did we pick up pace in that
I
one?
think we did.
May have had something to do with me.
Possibly me.
Just the energy.
Oh, that was great fun. What a great set. Yeah.
Breather after that.
That rolling the ryegrass, you were saying it when we played it before, that it just seems to, it just flies by, you know what I mean? It's like of the three, it's there and then it's gone, you know.
It's over before you finish.
Yeah.
Before you finish it.
Beautiful. Beautiful.
That's quite a conundrum.
Oh, we've got whoops and yows.
Oh,
We've got everything coming in.
That's
Oh, wow.
awesome. Oh, I'm glad you guys are enjoying it. That's great. We're enjoying playing for you.
we've got some crackers coming up.
Yeah, this is a set of jigs. So this next set of jigs was Bindi actually recorded at home and sent in, and we ran out of time to get on the programme. If you weren't able to make it on tonight, we were going to be playing it on a recorded show, so it's much better to have it in person. So the first one is called A Tailor I Am, in G.
That's actually it's somewhat related to the first song we played. Taylor
yeah.
and Weaver.
He is,
the
he's a
Colin
Weaver.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like it. You're seeing some common threads.
Oh, my God. I feel violently ill.
Shall we move on?
I don't like that one there. Mel loves a bad joke. I've known Mel quite a while. Yeah.
Introduce him to Sean Byrne. He's any amount of them. He's great. Hi, Sean. And the second one's called Connacht Man's Rambles. And the last one is called Garrett Barry's, which I've just fallen in love with. It's just such a great tune.
Oh, everyone loves Gaz Baz.
Okay, so 3 jigs coming at you like Cleopatra. What a ripper! Where did you pick that one up?
My concertina teacher taught me that one.
That's brilliant. That's just classic. What a tune. Who's your concertina teacher?
A concertina maker called Chris Gint in the Blue Mountains in New South Wales.
Wow.
Yeah,
Oh,
we
shout out.
kind of Skype and stuff.
Deadly.
Yeah.
That's great. What a tune. So well played as well, incidentally. So we are coming towards the last song for this part of the programme. So again, for anyone who hasn't watched before, we like to take a little bit of an intermission, a chance to freshen up, boil the kettle, do the needful, whatever has to happen. So we're going to do that after this next set of tunes. But we've got lots more tunes come back, so we're going to be gone for about 5 minutes or so, and then we're going to come back with the second half of the show.
Do a couple of handstands and milk the cat.
So yeah, we got a heap more music to come, trust me, and we've definitely saved some really good crackers for the next part of the show. But this,
All the tunes that I don't know, apparently.
yeah, you're lining them up.
Yeah, we wrote out the set list there, and usually try to space the mental stress over the whole set.
The unfamiliars,
So people like watching me
stress out. You want to tune in for the next part?
That'll be a breeze.
We'll have a little bit of intermission music, but forget that. We've got this very important set to play. So we've put this together. The first tune we're going to play is an original tune written by Bindi, and it's called The Ghost of Buchan. Can you tell us anything about it? Where the...
Look, the tune just kind of came to my head. You know, I was playing around with low notes on my concertina because I don't often play low notes down there.
Yeah.
So the
Can you
tune
give us one?
itself kind of, you know.
That sounds tough.
And you know, the tune just came from wherever it comes from. And I was doing some family history at the time, looking at my dad's you know,
Family
lineage.
tree and stuff, yeah.
Now, you know, Dad and his father, I think, were born in Glasgow. But prior to the Weirs coming to Glasgow, they were actually based in a place called Buchan, which is kind of in the Aberdeenshire area, kind of northeast Scotland. And
So you reckon maybe those ghosts gave you the tune?
well, yeah, I was looking, you know, like how do you put names to tunes, you know? But like
Yeah.
it's because it was kind of topical. You know, the tune came when I was actually researching that branch of the family. So.
He calls every tune All Mate's All Mate.
Yeah. or as Sean Burns says, the other one.
The other one.
You know the other one? Yeah.
But you actually put some time and effort into it, so fair play.
Yeah, you could date by the date, you know, like the 21st of May.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's beautiful, and we are delighted to play it here. So it is technically, you reckon it's a march or a slow jig?
Yeah, march more so. It's kind of, you know,
March,
I
yeah.
always think, you know, I'm thinking of it's almost like a funeral march. I think, you know,
A
I
dirge,
kind of-
right.
I
A
think-
dirge.
Yeah, I kind of think
yeah.
of people.
It does have
with
a
coffins on their
two-step
shoulders,
feel
you
to it. Yeah.
Yeah.
know. Yeah,
And then we're going to chase it up then afterwards for give people a bit of a lift into the intermission. We're going to play a tune called Dusty Windowsills, which is another kind of important one in your life. That was the name of your band.
That's right. Yeah,
You
it
wrapped
was
up there a couple of months ago. Or...
a couple of months ago. Yeah, with the passing of Jerry Doyle, our singer and you know, musician extraordinaire. She was the driving force.
Mentor and-
and
yeah.
look, you know, like
Great joke teller. Yeah.
Yeah, we
And
really
so,
miss her.
you
Like,
know,
what a
yeah.
loss. Yeah.
And that tune, you know, Dusty Windowsills was the first tune I actually played with Jerry, and we just hit it off straight away. You know, her with her box and like me with my little
Yeah.
concert, and it just that tune just worked really
Just-
well.
yeah,
right.
Let's make a band to take over the world. All right, so we're going to do The Ghost of Buchan, an original tune by Bindi Weir, followed by the Dusty Windowsills. We're going to take a short break after that. Please don't go anywhere. Boil the kettle, top up the wine or the whiskey or the beer or whatever's going, or the cocaine, whatever you're having, and we will be
I
back
don't
with
condone that, but
we will be back with the second half of programming. So take it away, Bindi, in your own time.
No, start again.
Thank
in. We're going to take a very short intermission. Stick around with us here. This is episode 13 of The Lot with Bindi Weir. Yeah! Woo!
I have a couple of tunes for our friends in the background here. Ciao,
And we're
John.
back. I hope everyone was able to top up their glasses, and thank you for joining us back here for the sporting segment of the show. Sports. What a piece! That's unbelievable. So, believe it or not, the name of that tune is called Sport. We want to send that out to Jamie. Oh, look, there's Ben proving it. Sport. We're going to send it out to Jamie Finch. If Dylan is watching, I know Jamie's probably gone to bed, but make him rewatch this bit, because we were playing a gig at Jamie O'Reilly's at the weekend.
And it was
He was-
furious.
he was-
The sports were
It was a very important football, Australian football game on Sunday.
They'd had one of their few nights off a year as a couple to go out and get on the tins and come watch us.
I've never seen a man go from 0 to 90 so quick. He was frothing, like.
Yeah, he's like,
It's like, that damn sport! So that's for you, Jamie. That's a nice kind of sport.
Yeah.
And a beautiful tune, Vinny. Thanks for
that's a
bringing
great
that.
tune.
well, that's the kind of
Yeah.
sports he was out for.
yeah. Those sports, no problem.
It is a entrancing tune. I actually got like serious cramps in RSI last night playing it because it couldn't stop. I just didn't know where to stop.
It's got that kind of, you get mesmerised by it.
Cyclical
it
thing,
just
yeah.
wants to keep going,
At first I started playing a few notes of it. I was like, are they for real? Like,
Yeah.
and then as I kept going, like once you get through it a few times, like it's hypnotic.
Yeah, it's a great tune.
So now we're going to do our first set of polkas for the evening. Ew. And what a cracker we have. This first one, Bill Sullivan's.
Bill Sully's.
I don't know where you dragged it up from, but it's a cracker.
It's controversially in a different key than it regularly is.
Oh,
That's
I
true.
forgot
yeah,
that.
Yeah, it's
Yes.
normally an A.
Normally in
Yeah.
A, we're going to play it in G just to annoy everybody. And then we're going to do another polka in G called Terry Teehan's. And then we're going to play a very popular polka known as the Britches Full of Stitches. Another Taylor reference there.
I was about to swear then, but this is supposed to be like
The
weekdays.
family
no
show.
swearing,
Yeah, fair play.
The swearing will happen afterwards.
And there might be a little surprise in the middle. We'll see.
We'll see.
All right.
One second. I've had a fantastic idea.
Fuel.
All right, who's going to take it away? Bill Sullivan's. Oh, actually, Ben, you wanted to set the pace for this, didn't you? You're like your polkas fast,
Yep.
and I blame Roland Collins for that one.
Look, he said to me, he's like, if you don't play your polkas fast, it just sound like a shit reel. Oh, there goes the... Are we past 8:30 yet? Good,
Yeah.
alright.
Yeah.
Bindi. That's
Might have something to do
great.
with it.
That was brilliant. How
Give this
much
lady
fun.
more whiskey.
How much fun are polkas? That's
Oh
great.
boy.
That's a ser- What do you mean fun? It's serious.
Oh, that's great. So I think it's time for a song. What do you reckon, Bindi? Give this sort of last year.
Yeah.
So Bindi was saying, and it's funny as we're putting these shows together, we get to know more about these people we've been playing music with for years, and you're like, oh, okay, that's your last name.
It's funny. Hey, people coming up to me in the pub and it's like, oh, I heard about your cat. I don't have a cat. They're like, I know, I'm sorry.
So yeah, it was great. We were putting the show together, and you're basically saying that you wouldn't have went to Ireland except for the band that sings the song that we're going to do
Little
next.
indie band.
Well,
They didn't. No, I didn't go on to do much, but they had a couple of one-hit wonders. Say,
yeah, a few.
shut up, Ben.
An Irish band by the name of U2. So we're going to try U2 song, but you were a massive U2 fan and still are.
When I was a teenager,
Yeah,
I did
okay.
actually see their concert last year, and it was awesome. Actually, it was a lot better than I thought. But it was the Joshua Tree.
Yeah. So
sure.
it was
And
capturing
that
that
was
era.
just, that
yeah.
was for me. That was the kind of pinnacle of
So you went off to Ireland to chase after Bono and the boys.
when I was 19 years old. Yes, that was the only reason I wanted to get.
Who
to
was your
Ireland.
favourite?
Who is your favourite? Steve.
That'd be telling.
Steve in the band. Yeah. So we're gonna.
I like them all. I like them.
Yeah, they have an epic sound. Like, yeah.
Yeah.
And as we were putting together, like you're saying, you don't really play along with that many songs. And I was like, well, it's your show, so you might as well play songs that either have some tie into you or matter some way to you or you enjoy playing. And then you mentioned this one. As always happens when we put these together, somebody will just blurt something out, and you're like, that's what we're doing.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we're going to give this a lash. So this is a song. This song was off a sort of homecoming, wasn't it?
Off Unforgettable Fire.
Oh, was it? Okay,
Yeah.
deadly.
Yeah.
All right. So this is called Bad. We said it to Ben. He was like, "Isn't that a Michael Jackson song?" So anyone playing along at home, it's in D mostly, I think, except for when it's not,
Variations.
and then it's not. Fair play.
Good luck.
There we go. If you twist down, turn away. If you tear yourself into again. If I could, you know I would. If I could, I would let it go. Surrender, dislocate. If I could throw this life great.
That's a dream come true.
Savage. Ah, that's good stuff.
Oh, look, I mean, they didn't go on to do much else, but that was a good song.
Oh.
It's all right. It's all right. They haven't done anything good since. My
All right.
Sorry?
They
might be watching.
There you go. Banana on the bias.
How's it going, Larry?
I'm sure there's a guy called Steve. So let's peg on here with a set of jigs. We're going to bring it back to Trad Town. These are a couple of jigs that were, I think, really made famous by Didanen, were they? The boys there.
Oh,
Yeah, that's where I
It was the start of their album, which I'm pretty sure it was the album. It was called Jigs, Reels, and Songs.
Fair play.
Oh no, it's actually called The Biscup Mountain, which is the second tune of this. Like, with so
Okay.
Jigs, Reels, and Songs is another album. It's like which describes exactly what's on the album.
Yeah. And what's
At
happening
least,
here?
at least it's not
Original.
false advertising.
Nary a hornpipe to be seen.
Yeah.
So the
There
first
actually
one,
was a hornpipe on there.
was there on that album?
false
Bastards! I want my money back. Oh no, another $1 in the tip jar, in the swear jar. Should we? So the name of these ones is Max Fancy is the first one. It's got a more elaborate name, but we won't get into that now.
Speaking of threads as well, we've got 2 fancies in a row.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, okay, yeah, nice one. All
Derek
right.
loves a theme, eh? I'm more of a random man, but
He's a random man. Max Fancy followed by the Mist-Covered Mountain. Both of them are an A, kinda. A, kinda.
if you play an A, you won't go wrong.
Except for when you go wrong.
And you can play a G. You can also play an E. The rest of them are mystery notes. I hope that I play some of the aforementioned notes. That's
style of it.
We're talking about the student set like a week ago, and I was like, I'll be fine because I know them. They're like, just because you've listened to them a billion times doesn't mean you know how to play them. Apparently, yeah.
That's
Anyway.
great. Enjoyed that thoroughly.
Good. It's all about you.
All right, we are coming near the end of our show here tonight. We've got just time for some hornpipes. We haven't
Oh
done
yeah.
we haven't done any hornpipes yet, have we?
No, this is the
yeah,
first.
okay.
The first.
First,
Yeah.
first and only set of hornpipes.
Cindy's like, haven't we been playing hornpipes?
Oh, you?
Tonight, you mean
What do you
tonight?
do?
Oh, okay.
Oh yeah.
Oh, lovely stuff. So before we play these hornpipes, is there anybody that you want to say a shout out to? Have you got much love coming in there on the old
Lots of
internet?
love, lots of love, yeah.
All the weirs are tuning in.
Hi, Mum.
Yes, yes.
Hi,
yes.
Dad.
Mum and
The
Dad.
mundane wheel. Sorry, it had to be done.
That's my cousin.
Squeeze box like Mindy. I'm not too sure. Just Sergio.
Sergio?
Lots of people.
Chris is like, who's that? Fair play, Sergio.
Didn't know
Oh,
that.
actually, yeah, sorry. So we have to do a close up of Benny's talisman.
Oh yes. Before
Oh,
we start this
yeah.
next one here. So,
So
has
would
he
you
got a
tell-
name?
Not really, no. No, he's
We-
just my sailor
We
man.
shall call him Bob.
So would you tell the story again, just so folks can like understand what I'm about to show to them?
Oh, look, I found him in an op shop. And so, you know, he came with me busking last year at Araluen. He was my kind of moral support because it was during the week and Chris was working, so I had to go
So
by
here
myself.
he
So
is.
this is him.
He's a concertina
He's my
man.
little sailor man, and he got knocked around a little bit at Araluen. He fell off the stand that he was
He's
on.
your sunny sailor boy.
Not a very exciting story, but
That's
you had to read
great.
it.
Good on you.
Benny was quite nervous this afternoon, and she needed all the help she could get. So old mate came in.
I channel my
Yeah.
fears into
We said to Benny last week, we're like, you, anyone you want to come into the house, yeah, like just to make you feel more at ease.
Yeah.
him.
Yeah.
And then I asked Chris.
And you brought in a ghost.
Maybe
a
he's
ghost of
Sergio.
booking as well. And several tailors.
Yeah.
All right, let's do this set of hornpipes. This is a set
Before I
called,
start weaving,
are weeping. The person's called the honeysuckle in D, and as Ben correctly pointed out, our second fancy of the evening, the Kildare fancy, also in D. So a couple of nice sweet hornpipes, almost like a lullaby. Take it away. nice are they? Such beautiful tunes. Well, we can't thank you enough for coming on the show tonight, Bindi. That was
thank you so
awesome.
Yes.
Each one of those
Yeah.
tune sets were just so beautiful and just beautifully played. So thank you.
It's been a great experience. It's the whole process has been fascinating and just good fun and
terrifying.
and scary, but like
Yeah.
as I said, I think last week, what doesn't kill you makes you stronger.
Well,
Yeah.
as I was saying to you in the kitchen, Billy said to me, what, any last tips before you go on? And I was like, no, at this point, like me and Derek feel the same every week. Like I'm just as terrified as every guest that's coming on. Like we're in the same boat.
That's
And I'd
amazing.
also like to
That's
say
amazing.
thanks to the first hexagon that has graced its way into this lounge room.
First hexagonal
Can
shape.
you give them a long view of the hexagon?
Lovely stuff. So, folks, we are going to be
It's
doing
one of my favourite two-dimensional shapes.
definitely top 5. It's we are going to be doing an after show with Bindi to have a chat and find out more about the concertina and how to unlock your hands out of it. I think there's a certain combination of buttons you got to press in order to be able to get your
And
hands
also,
out.
more controversially, will
combination.
there be a 7-sided concertina coming up soon?
Ah, really?
You can talk to your instrument maker.
Oh wow, 7-sided. That'd be interesting.
Is that a septagon?
Yeah, that is. It
Is it?
actually is, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, fair
I know
play.
you can get like eight-sided ones. I think they even have 10-sided ones. They
Eight-sided
almost- they almost
has no
look
structural
round.
integrity. You need a
Need a prime number.
4.7.
It has been an absolute pleasure having you on. We decided to finish with a song for a bit of crack. I said we started the evening with whiskey, with Nancy Whiskey, and we're going to finish the evening with whiskey. This is a song called The Rare Old Mountain Dew, and it's about the guys in Galway and all the west of Ireland who used to make illegal whiskey, moonshine. I guess you couldn't really call it whiskey because they never put it in barrels. It was
Actually,
poaching.
I said it
So,
back in the sec.
Oh,
Yep.
Ben's going for a wander. Oh yeah, fair play, yeah. High G, yeah. We're gonna do this
Oh,
one.
the good one.
We're gonna do this one in G, and this is called the Rare Owl Mountain Dew. As I said, if you want to tune in after this, we're gonna stop this broadcast as soon as we finish, and then we're gonna start a new one in about 10 minutes. As soon as we get set up, and we'll be just chatting to Bindi and answering any questions and just chatting away and looking at comments and stuff like that.
And
So-
if anyone wants to share this week as well.
Oh yes, yeah. Please share and like and tag people. That's kind of how we're trying to get this content out to as many people as we can. So thank you. Big round of applause for Caroline here, our
Yay.
producer. We'd be lost without her. Holding the whole shoddy ship together. Thank you so much. And to our wonderful studio audience as well,
Yay.
Chris and Mel. Mel was like, it's like Wayne's World.
It's exactly like Wayne's World, and this is every
Except way more disorganized. We don't have any flying in graphics.
and not
or-
funny.
All right, let's play this song here. This is Rare Old Mountain Dew in G. Thank you, Bindi. We'll chat to you afterwards. If the after show is not your thing, we'll see you next week with another episode of The Lot. And have a great week. All right, here we go. Let the grasses grow along as long in a free and easy way. Boy, give me enough and the rare of stuff that made it go away. Oh, God, there's all the money gone. So I don't need some too. I'm a give them a sip, I will take a sip, I'm a wear out mountain dew. Oh, the lily and lump, I'm a needle lump, I did lie die. Oh, the lily and lump, I'm a needle lump, I did lie die. There's a neat little hill and a boat by the hill where the folk Jean and Lloyd and Queen and David and Reed and Ryan. So away with the bills and you're all little be a paying Commissioner June. Take all your coats and grace your throat for a move full of mountain June. Hallelujah, love for the uppity love for the uptight and light day. Hallelujah, love for the uppity love for the uptight and light day. Hallelujah, love for the uppity love for the uptight and light day. Hallelujah, love for the uppity love for the uptight and light day. Oh yeah! Let the grasses grow and the waters flow in a free and easy way. But give me enough for the rare and soft that's made it go away, babe. Don't get out the top and Donny go from Sligo, Leitrim too. Come and get down a sip, come and take a sip as the rare old mountain dew. Hallelujah, love for the uppity love for the uptight and light day. Hallelujah, love for the uppity love for the uptight and light day. Hallelujah, love for the uppity love for the uptight and light day. Hallelujah, love for the uppity love for the uptight and light day. Oh yeah! That'll be the lot, episode 13. A big shout out to Bindi Weir on Concertina. We'll see you next week with another episode of The Lot. And if you want to tune in for the after show, we'll be back on in a few minutes. Thank you very much, guys. Good night.